Let me just put it out there. I don't blame Neymar for Barcelona's demise. I blame our board for not doing enough to keep him. And I blame our board for the horrible financial management of our club. We sign players without even thinking about the future. It's like that post-nut clarity. You know, you don't realize what you did until the end. Then you start to be like, oh man, I'm a fucking loser, bro. That's our club. Or when you spend the band on a Lego set. Yeah, it's great at the beginning. You know, you start to build it. Oh my God, it's nice. You get to the end, it's nice. But then now you have no money left. So now you have to eat cereal with water. Yeah, that's literally the story of Barcelona. We spent all this money and then we don't have anything left. Now we're in financial crisis and it starts to spiral down. Yeah, let's get into it. The prince who never became king. Whenever you hear such saying nowadays, you can only think of one person. He owns it. This is his new nickname. We can all agree that Neymar leaving Barcelona was the worst mistake of his career. No one knows why. No one understands why he would do such a thing. He had it all in Barcelona. Some say he left because he wanted to achieve elsewhere. He was tired of being under Messi's shadow. What?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Others speculate that it was for the money. Honestly, that's what makes more sense. And then the last one, well, there's many more, but the main one as well is that his dad forced him out. His dad made the decision for him. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. That would make sense if he was 10 years old. Why are you making your dad make the decisions for you, buddy? Listen, I don't think we will ever know the truth. But one thing that we do know is that was the beginning of the end for Barcelona. The demise of Barcelona began. It started a very painful domino effect for Barcelona. Today, I am ranking all 55 signings since Neymar's departure from Barcelona. Now, hold on. Now, this does include some La Masia players. Obviously, they aren't technically Neymar signings, but they still have played a big, humongous role in this team since his departure. And who knows, maybe if Neymar would have never left, we would have never discovered some of these players. You know, things happen for a reason. Now, I'm going to try to hurry up because there's 55 players that I have to rank and yeah, it's going to take a while. So how I'm going to be ranking these players is I'm not going to base it off goals and assists because that's not fair to like Balde. I'm not going to compare Lewandowski to Balde. You know, it doesn't make sense. How I'm going to be ranking these players is based off performances on the pitch. How quickly they adapted to Barcelona. If they were ever or should have ever been a Barcelona. If they were fit to be a Barcelona player. Simple enough. And then I guess if the price was worth it at the end or if the loan was even worth it. All right, I almost forgot the song of the day. For all my FIFA enjoyers, my FIFA players, let me know what FIFA this song is from. It's called Young Folks by who? By Peter Bjorn and Jan. Let's start off with Miralem Pjanic for 60 million euros back in 2020. 60 million euros.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Remember when I was talking about horrible financial management? That's a perfect example. Legitimately going down as one of our worst signings in Barcelona history. I don't even care how many goals or assists he scored. I don't care about his performances.
We do not care.
Just how was he ever a Barcelona player? Forget that 60 million euros. Nah, man. I'm being straight up. Just get out. He shouldn't even be here. I don't know, man. I just can't believe that right there should have been a huge wake-up call of like, hold on, maybe we should, you know, do our scouting first before we go ahead and start signing players. No. Emerson Royal. If I have nothing to say, I'm just gonna do it. Listen, just why? I honestly, I have nothing against him. He never got the time, never got the opportunity. I don't think we should have ever gone for him in the first place. Maybe, you know what? I'll put him at why, actually. You know, he came in 2019 for 15 million euros, which was kind of crazy. I don't know. It's not too bad at the time, but now looking back at it, yeah. Riqui Puig, I wanted him to succeed in Barcelona so bad, man. I had so much hope for the kid. To me, he had the Barcelona DNA in him. And then Coleman happened and everything went downhill. Everything went down to shit. Riqui Puig went to MLS. MLS, bro. You could have gone to a Premier League club. Serie A, an AC Milan. Shit, a Borussia Dortmund somewhere, man. What could have been for Riqui Puig in Barcelona, it ended tragically. I really rated him. I'll put him at because we never got to see the real qualities of him. Memphis Depay, mind you, what I say in this video are my opinions. There aren't facts. This is what I think. All right. I don't think Memphis Depay was fit enough to be a Barcelona player. He scored 14 times in 42 games, which was actually, taking a look at it, not bad of a stat. Just not the biggest fan of his signing. You know, he came in for free back in 2021. You know, he played his role. Just no hate towards Memphis, but some of his attitude in some games when things weren't going his way, you know, I just didn't like it. I'll put him at I guess the good thing is that at least he was for free. You know what I mean? Shit. Serginho Dest. It be your own brothers, man. I swear to God. He stole 21 million euros from Barcelona. Showed up to Messi's goodbye speech like a thug. The end. Just get out, man. My hopes for him to succeed at Barcelona initially were up here. And then, yeah, he's a great player. Just never got the time. Never shined in Barcelona. Simple as that. 20 million euros is a lot of money. Let's do Malcolm. He came in back in 2018, was for about 41 million euros and never got the opportunity in Barcelona. Just after one season, we let him go. It's sad that he never got the chance because there was so much talent in him. You can tell by just the little minutes that he played that he really wanted to prove who he was. I guess no one really trusted him, and yeah, it was just a very unfortunate turn of events for Malcolm. So I'll put him in between Riqui Puig and Depay. I won't put him anything lower just because in the very low minutes that he played, he was good. Let's do Ferran Torres. He would be top. I'll put him here if he was for 10 million euros, and that's being generous. I mean, 55 million euros is absolutely insanity. He came in 2022. Yeah, he might have a good game, 1 in every 5, and then he'll disappear. It's right here. For the amount of money that we paid for him is outrageous. And for his performances that he's had since, nothing special. Not good enough. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Yusuf Demir. He came in as a loan back in 2021. He only appeared 9 times for Barcelona. And yeah, just never really was given the opportunity to, you know, put his name out there. So I'm going more towards why. Like, if we're just gonna play him for a couple minutes, what was the point of wasting his time? If we had given him a chance, could have been a complete different story here. Adama Traore. Back in Barcelona after years, came in as a loan back in 2022. He started off good. You know, he came in clutch when things were dark for Barcelona. But just as the season went, he started to slowly fade away from that starting 11 or even being a sub. He loves baby oil. Huh? Yeah, I'll put him at the top of He was really good at the beginning, man. Things were looking great. I remember the first game that he played. I think he had like a assist or 2. Let's go with Íñigo Martínez. He's a great backup, and that's pretty much it. We haven't really seen much of him. You know, it's just been one season, and he's played a couple games. He got injured, so I'll put him like in the middle of because I'll put him in the middle of at the moment. Because whenever he did play and he, you know, was given an opportunity, he might have had like 1 or 2 bad performances, but he was really solid at the back. Let's go for a Alejandro Balde. Unbelievable talent. The pace that this kid brings to this team is just what we need. Injuries, of course, had to ruin his season. He links well with the team. Like, he's got good chemistry with pretty much everybody. You know, him and Lewandowski, whenever they get together, it could be dangerous. And as a matter of fact, if he just learns how to finish the damn ball, he can score you up to 5 to 10 goals a season. Just keep an eye out. Think about what I said and come back to me at the end of the season. Let's see how many goals he has. Although his career is young, I'll put him at good. I was thinking of putting him at top, but for now, let's leave him at good. Antoine Griezmann. Oh, brother. He came in 2019 for a whopping 120 million euros. Honestly, he never got the respect that he deserves. A lot of people hated his time in Barcelona, but to tell you the truth, he never got the true and real opportunity that he deserved. Most of the time, he was played out of his position. Never really got to show his true qualities because he never played the role that he should have. He was mistreated by Coleman, just simply disrespected. In 102 games for Barcelona, he's had 35 goals and 17 assists. Now, those aren't bad numbers, but they're not great numbers as well. Now, you can argue, yes, you have to adapt as a player. Wherever they decide to play you, you have to play the role. I understand that. You know what? Many of these players actually do that. You know, they're played out of their natural position. For example, Koundé. He doesn't like it, but he does it. You know, at the end of the day, it's pretty much your job to go out there and give it your all wherever you are played. However many minutes you are given, just do the best you can. So with that being said, I'll put Barcelona's Griezmann at the top of Atletico Madrid's Griezmann and Real Sociedad's Griezmann probably at top. But for Barcelona, considering everything, for 120 million euros, he should have done way more. I actually really rated him, but just for that amount of money, nah, yeah. Now that we're on that topic, let's move on to his French teammate, Jules Koundé. How we managed to sign Koundé back in 2022 for 50 million euros shows that Barcelona still has motion. I don't know how we did it. There were many clubs interested in him. Chelsea offered him way more money than we did. But at the end of the day, he decided to go with his heart and go for Barcelona. Right there and then, from the beginning, I knew this guy was something special. He will play any role that he is given. Okay, I won't say he won't complain because he publicly said that he didn't really like playing right back, but he will do it regardless. But that right there is a team player. His natural position is a center back, and last season, mostly every game, played as a right back. And most importantly, homeboy has got drip. Yeah, I'll put him at top. We got our first toppy top. He's good at defending. In attack, you know, that's where he lacks. But mind you, he's a center back. He don't need to be running back and forth up the pitch, you know, at that right wing. That's not what he is supposed to do. But he still does it because that's the role that he was given. He takes the opportunity and he goes for it. That right there is a team player. That right there is the reason why he's at top. Christensen came in for free from Chelsea. For free. That right there is an absolute steal. He came in during a financial crisis. We needed someone like Christensen. Another player that whatever role he is given, he will play it. He will play center back, midfielder, central defensive midfielder. He will get the job done. He has 4 goals and 3 assists so far as a defender in Barcelona. As a defender. Looks extremely comfortable with the ball at his feet. Hansi Flick already stated that he wants to utilize him as a center defensive midfielder. That's how much confidence he sees in Christensen. Minor injury setbacks, unfortunately. That is the tough part here. It was going to be extremely difficult with Araujo and Koundé to fit in this starting 11. And Christensen came in and he said, hold up. You said what now? He busts through that door, Give me that. That starting position belongs to me, he said. And very well deserves it. We are very lucky to have him. For free? Crazy to me. Top player. Top. Marcos Alonso. Another Chelsea player. Why? It's not even get out. It's just why would we go for him in the first place? He came in for free. I don't care. Just why? He doesn't fit in any starting 11 that you can think of. No. Just no. Why? Abde. We got him for 2 million. We sold him for about 7.5 billion. So, you know, we got a little bit of a profit there. Great player, but never got the chance, like most of these players here, to really shine at Barcelona. To be honest with you, he would fit easily in any team. He is a great winger, but I mean, he only scored 1 goal for Barcelona. He really didn't do much. Wanted to see more of him, but then he went out on loan and then we sold him. Yeah, I'll put him at the end of Frank Kessié, El Presidente, came in for free back in 2022. He left for 12.5 million euros. Proper baller he was. An unsung hero when things were extremely dark for Barcelona. We had to pretty much sell him. We had no other choice. It was more of a business move than anything for us to sell him. I didn't want him to leave, but to open up space, he had to go. That's the story of Barcelona. We're forcing players out when we should be keeping them. But his time in Barcelona was good. I'll never forget that goal. Last minute goal against Madrid. What a time. What a time. I'll put him at the top of, honestly, yeah, I'll put him at good. I wanted to put him at top, just not yet. Maybe I'll move him at the end. But just his sacrifice, what he brought to this team in every aspect. My presidente. Marc Cucurella. Cucu. Came up from La Masia, joined all types of clubs on loan, never settled in the first team for Barcelona, then went to Brighton, and then we saw the true potential in him. But in Barcelona, never really did much, unfortunately. Never really was given the opportunity because they loaned him out everywhere, literally. So I'll put him, yeah. I'll put him at Eric Garcia came in for free back in 2021. Good in my opinion. I liked him a lot, especially knowing that, you know, he came in for free, but never was really given the chance, never got the opportunity. We sent him out to Girona and he showed his true qualities in a very historic run by Girona. Sometimes coming in as a sub, but whenever he was given the chance, whenever I saw him play for Girona, he was there. He did what he needed to do. He played his role. But for him in Barcelona, I'll put him in the middle right here. Sergio Aguero. It's sad, man. It's unfortunate what happened to him. What could have been. It would have been so beautiful to have him in this current Barcelona right now. Obviously, we all know what happened. He had some, you know, tragic health issues that pretty much ended his career. It's hard to really rank him. I mean, where do you even put him? He would be, in my opinion, he would be up here. I mean, it's impossible to rank him. I'll leave him. I'll leave him to the side. I'll leave him here. It's just unfair. It's unfair. I'm not gonna put him anywhere. It's unfair. Bellerin. Why? I'll put him at the top of why because I can see the vision behind it. It just never did anything though. We needed a right back and he was our go-to. He obviously lacked the pace that he started off initially with his career, but I saw the vision. It didn't work out. Even though he was for free. Yeah, he came back home, initially La Masia player, but that's about it. And I guess he had drip. Artur. 31 million euros back in 2018. I liked him a lot. I think getting rid of him was one of our worst mistakes that we could have done. He was fit to be a Barcelona player. I saw a lot in him, but we just let him go. I'll put him behind Griezmann because I saw the vision. I really rated him a lot. Never got the chance. Pablo Torre, 5 million euros back in 2022. Still has the chance to succeed in Barcelona. We sent him out to Girona where he looked comfortable. So I can't really rank him, but what we've seen from Barcelona, at least at the time, I'll put him like alongside Garcia. Todibo, 1 million euros in 2018. Was the next big player. But I guess there was rumors. I don't know if this is correct, but he had attitude issues. And so we kind of just got rid of him. At least the good thing here is that Barcelona can receive money in his next transfer. You know, we have a portion of that available to us. It's kind of hard to rank him. I'll put him at the top of Braithnaldo. Braithgoat. My guy. He came in at a very difficult time in this club. I'm just waffling. Brother, hey, get out. Why we even signed him? I mean, we kind of were forced to sign him. I don't remember who got injured. I think it was Ansu Fati who got injured, I believe. And we signed them after that. Somebody got injured in our attack. And La Liga gave us an exemption to pretty much panic buy somebody. Nah, I'll leave him a get out. Why? Because he didn't want to leave Barcelona. His time was up, but made it really hard for us to get rid of him. He just kept saying, no, I'm staying. No, I'm staying. He went through various different injuries, long and lengthy injuries, and he just didn't want to leave. I was initially going to put you at Y. It was more of a panic buy, but then I remembered you didn't want to leave and you made it really hard for us. So yeah. And then he went to Espanyol. Remember that. Yeah, nah, just get out. Firpo, Y. Nah, I'll put you like right here. 18 million euros back in 2019. There's not much to it. This is why. Neto. Man, I miss Bravo. Claudio Bravo. Right now, brother, I have missed you so much. He came in as our backup goalkeeper. He never really made an impact. I don't even remember one good save from him, like a memorable save. For 26 million euros back in 2019. Yeah, I'm gonna put you down here, man. I think now he's in Bournemouth, I believe, or some team like that. Yeah, I don't know. For that amount of money, nah. Francisco Trincao. Ah, dude. 31 million euros back in 2020. He wasn't good enough. I saw a lot in him, but never really provided anything of good for Barcelona. I mean, he scored 3 goals in 42 games, for God's sake. For the amount of money that we paid for what we needed him to bring, he was given a better opportunity than most of these players. I'll even say he was given better opportunity than Ricky Puig, Malcolm. Now, I'll put him all the way at the end, actually. Okay, maybe not. Jason Murillo. I remember this at the time. Why? Why? It was a loan back in 2019, and it barely got any playing time. Just nothing special, really. Kevin Prince Boateng. Another loan player back in 2019. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was mad random. Literally from one day to another. It came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, the next day, boom, we signed on loan Kevin Prince Boateng. To this day, it just makes no sense. I don't even want to rank them. It's just too funny to me. I think it was more of a panic buy than anything. Panic loan or whatever. It's just... yeah. Mateus Fernandez. I don't blame y'all if y'all don't remember him. Came in for 7 million euros back in 2020. Pretty much the story is he joined Barcelona. He left Barcelona. He sued Barcelona for wrongful dismissal. And if that's true, hey, I don't blame him, to be honest, if that's true. But I'll put him at Y. If we're just going to do that to players, please just make it make sense. All right. I've been avoiding this through the whole video, but I think it's time we talk about it. Felipe Coutinho. Our next Neymar. I think that's where we failed as a fan base. That's where we failed them. There is just too much pressure with calling him the next Neymar. I miss Coutinho at Liverpool. Liverpool's Coutinho, proper baller. But then he came to Barcelona, and I'm going to be honest, as a Barcelona fan, I think we ruined his career. For 160 million euros back in 2018 with that Neymar money. I think the most memorable thing of Coutinho in Barcelona was the 2 goals that he scored against us when he was in Bayern Munich for his loan, because he was still at Barcelona play. That's sad, man. Now he's just jumping from team to team. I don't even know if he has a team currently. I'll put him, it's just because of the amount of money that we spent on him. That right there was the beginning of the end. I mean, in that case, if I put him here, then Griezmann's got to go down here too. I'll put him here for now. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. Ronald Araujo, 1.7 million in 2022. What can I say about this beast? Unbelievable find. Absolute monster. What a gem. We're lucky to have. But recently, he's got some attitude issues. And ever since the Bayern Munich link started about a year ago, his loyalty has been at question. Yeah, he's our captain, but just his performances have slowly degraded. Still a great player to have. I'll put him at the top of good. Just because there's something about him recently that I'm starting to question. I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. Let's do the Joaos next. They both came in at the same time. Both on loan. One from Man City, Joao Cancelo. One from Atletico Madrid, Joao Felix. Joao Felix being held hostage. I'm glad he found a club where the fans support him, because everywhere he goes, I feel like they just hate on him. He's being mistreated by his club that he belongs to right now, Atletico Madrid. He's just too expensive to buy. For us right now, Barcelona, we can't afford him. And Atletico Madrid are doing it very difficult for us to negotiate anything with. But his time in Barcelona, that one season, last season, his loan spell was quite good. I did not mind him. There were times where, he wasn't really doing anything. Only 1 year, I'll put him in the middle, at the top of A. Joao Cancelo, starting off the season, he was cooking, man. And then he slowly started to fade away. He's, I'm gonna be honest, he's neither good in attack or defending. Hold on. He's good in attack, but it's kind of hard for him to track back. Sometimes he's a little too selfish. When he should pass the ball, he shoots. When he shoots the ball, he should pass. It just, he likes his little Travella passes. I put him somewhere in the middle of, like, behind Malcolm. It's kind of hard to compare loan players to actual players that we signed for money. Oriol Romeo came in for 3.4 million euros in 2023. I don't know if you guys remember, but pre-season Romeo, he was special. Pre-season Romeo, he's up here, bro. He is up here. I mean, I'll put him. Yeah, there's not much else to say. Vitor Roque. Where do I even begin? 40 million euros. Came in the winter transfer in the middle of a season. He is the definition of panic buy. I am disappointed with my club on how we have been treating him so far. Xavi never wanted him. Spending 40 million euros, money that we didn't have. Just straight up disrespected by our club. Just knowing our financial crisis, why would we even go for such signing? I get we needed a striker, but 40 million euros for us to then want to get rid of him in 6 months? He's at the top, at the very top of panic buy. This spot is reserved just for him. It's just unfair to the kid because he's still a kid, bro. He's still young. I hope he forces his stay. I want him to prove himself. And I know he will if he's given the chance. And as long as he doesn't get a red card. Lenglet, definition of get the hell out of my club. How he keeps coming back, I don't understand. Just leave, man. Leave! Just please leave my club already. Why are you still employed? It makes no sense. Go to Saudi Arabia. They have money. I know you want the money. Go! Jerry Mina alongside Murillo, the two Colombians. Yeah, I don't know. Came in as a signing permanently for 12.5 million euros back in 2018. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Elias Moriba. What a player he would have turned out to be. He forced his transfer out of Barcelona because he felt like he deserved more money. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. If we had the money as a club, yeah, go ahead, give him. He deserves it. He was still very young, but he deserves it. But no, that's when things were financially, at least, were starting to get rough for Barcelona. I understand you wanted more playing time because for the most part, he came in as a sub. You wanted more money, but as a kid, as a youngster, patience is key. Go ahead and take a look at all these other players. All these youngsters, La Masia, Gavi, Yamal, Balde, Cubarsi, Fermin. They're patient. Their time will come. Your time, Moriba, would have came if you were just patient. Your strike of the ball, you decided to leave when things were just getting started. Considering what you did, I'll put you like down here, man. You had so much talent, and for you to waste it like that. Now with that being said, let's talk about another tragic story. Ansu Fati.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
It's nothing but tragedy here in Barcelona. Ever since Neymar left, it's nothing but tragedies. Ansu Fati. Ah, brother. Injuries ruined a potential club legend. His career took off as soon as he was given the chance. He was unstoppable. He was taking over Barcelona with Messi there. He was taking over the headlines with Messi there. Do you know how difficult that is? And then career-ending injury. Literally. He's still playing, but just never returned to the same Ansu Fati. He lost all confidence, and I don't blame him. He lost all confidence in himself. It's hard to come back from an injury. He lost the confidence of the management staff, of the fans. There was so much for him. Maybe it's our fault for putting too much pressure on the kid after the fact. When he came back from injury, it was never the same. He went out on loan to Brighton, got injured, didn't do well, came back, is here now currently in Barcelona. Hansi Flick did trust him. He's placing a lot of faith on the kid, which is great. Then gets injured before preseason. Now we won't even be able to see him. Yeah, nah, man, see, it's tough. Pre-injury, my brother was up here, man. But ever since, I'll put him here. I'll put him here, man, because he deserves better. I'll put him here for justice. Fermin Lopez. He's got a bright future ahead of him. Hansi Flick, please play Fermin Lopez. Please trust him. Give him time, because my guy, he can score you goals. He's comfortable with the ball. Extremely underrated. Will be important for our future in this club. Fermin Lopez is good. For the amount of playing time that he got last season, mostly coming off the bench, he banged 11 goals as a midfielder. Yeah, he deserves to be up there. Cubarsi. Brother came in and he fit in the starting 11 like it was nothing. He was playing against PSG, against Mbappe, and he did well to take him on. He's up and coming. He will fit in any starting 11. He's young. La Masia, good. Paulinho, what a signing. 40 million euros, but very well worth it to the last cent. He came in 2017, our unsung hero. Everyone doubted his signing. Literally everybody. Was he worth 40 million? Paulinho? What? A Barcelona player? How does that make sense? Why? We could have gone for someone else. But I was one of the few that believed in him. In 49 games, he scored 9 goals and 3 assists. But remember, we're not focusing on goals or assists. We're focusing on performances. And the way he fit in that starting 11 with the likes of Rakitic, Iniesta, Busquets, Messi, Suarez. It looked like he's been on the team for 10 years. Those stats of 9 goals and 3 assists don't do him justice at all. But then, of course, money ruined a potential club legend. He came in, got the job done, left. That right there. No joke. I'm not trolling. I'm not even trolling. Club legend. Arturito Vidal. Absolute monstrosity of a player. It just came at a very unlucky time for Barcelona, where things really were not looking good. Went through some tough defeats, and I think that's what's really remembered from this Barcelona age. The 2018, 19, 20 Barcelona years, if you were signed, at least for your time in Barcelona, it ain't a good look. He scored 11 times as a midfielder for Barca. Not too shabby. He deserves a spot at the top. Put him after Kessié. Luke, the GOAT. Don't fall in love with a loaned player, right? Yeah, that's right. He came in as a loan in 2021. If you have ever wondered what role a loaned player is supposed to have, what a loaned player is supposed to bring to a team, just search up a comp on YouTube of Luke de Jong in Barcelona and you will get your answer. Luke came in this club, scored some absolute heroic last minute goals to save our club. He put in the shift, he put in the work, and then left as a club legend, all in just one season. Wherever he goes, we will be there. Respectable player, never complained about his minutes played. He put on his boots, he went out there and gave it his all the way till the very last second of the match. That is my club legend right there. Now that we're on the De Jongs, let's do Frankie De Jong. Get ready, guys. Just get ready. Let me speak, and then y'all say what y'all have to say in the comments. Came in for 86 million euros in 2019. Don't get me wrong, we are very lucky to have him. I am not complaining that he is in my club. What I am complaining about is the 86 million euros. Hold on. He played a major role in winning La Liga under Xavi. That I will not take away from him. The main issue I'm having is if you go ahead and take at this list, the injuries that my brother has gone through, the amount of games that he's missed is very worrying. Now, you know, injuries are kind of out of one's control. It's not fair to blame it on the player for his injuries. That's not what I like to do. But the time that he has missed for Barcelona, it's worrying. It has cost us a lot. I don't want to say this, but I am. He hasn't lived up to expectations for what we thought he would bring to this team. He adapted well. He came in, you know, the 2018, 19, 20 era for Barcelona. I mean, still, but especially those 3 years were very dark and difficult times. So for him to accept to come to Barcelona already tells me a lot about the player. You know, he wants to create something in Barca. But let's say he would leave today. Right now, it would be a very disappointing signing if he leaves today. But I still really do trust him. When fit, he is one of the best. Even after all I've said, I think he still belongs at the top of good. Robert Lewandowski came in for 45 million euros back in 2022. Was our Suarez replacement. 59 goals in 95 official matches with 17 assists. Now those stats, they are not bad. Any other club would take those numbers. So I ain't complaining. What I am complaining about is his performance in the pitch sometimes. He's good at times, but when he's having a bad performance, you can really tell the effect that he brings to this team. He drags our team whenever he's having a bad performance. He slows down the play. I mean, it is just bad. In the last recent years, still one of our most important players in this squad. He has great vision. He can score you an absolute screamer out of nowhere. It's like a flip of a switch. Whenever he decides to turn up, he will be there. Still deserves good praise. I'll put him at good. Boom. Ilkay Gundogan for free in 2023. Probably regrets joining Barcelona after winning a treble with Man City. But hey, the wins will come, Gundo. Just be patient. Trust me. What a player he is. I like how he isn't afraid to speak his mind. He will say the truth, the hard truth that needs to be said. If you have a bad performance, he will pick you out. He ain't afraid. He will say, you, come here, you're trash. Next, you're trash. We need him as captain at the top of good because he speaks his mind. And if anybody else has an issue with that, Ter Stegen, if you can't take the truth, get out. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You see the picture that I chose? Alongside Luke de Jong, he gave us hope in a very difficult time for Barcelona. He came in for free in 2022 and he left for 12 million euros profit for Barcelona. The only reason why he left was because we had to sacrifice him to open up space to register some of our players. He scored 11 times in 17 league games. I said we weren't going to focus too much on goals and assists, but those numbers are insane. He was just good vibes all around. We were so lucky to have him at that current time. I wish we would have still kept him. Deserves to be up club legend for everything that he brought inside the pitch and outside the pitch. Let's go ahead and let's talk about it. Let's get rid of Ousmane Dembélé.
If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Where do I even begin? Do we talk about the injuries? Do we talk about the trust that we gave Dembélé year after year? Do we talk about the loyalty? Do we talk about how Xavi gave him everything, his trust, and Dembélé took that? Doesn't deserve to be a Barcelona player. I'm being honest with you. After what he pulled at the end of his spell in Barcelona, never deserved. We might not know how things turned out behind the scenes. Maybe he did get disrespected. But regardless, we gave him everything. Us fans, we had his back for the most part. Injury after injury, comeback after comeback. We were there. We trusted him. And then he just leaves. Again, sure, maybe he wasn't treated the correct way, but at the end, what do you expect after years of just disappointment? We paid what, nearly 140 million euros in 2017 for you. Again, just like with Coutinho, we fucked up with giving him too much hype and trying to find the next Neymar. I'm not even looking at the stats, how many goals, how many assists. I don't even care. If I'm being honest, there's only one thing that you will be remembered as a Barcelona player, and that is that miss against Liverpool to make it 4-0. And before you guys say, oh, that wouldn't have changed anything, Liverpool still would have had one. How do you guys know? Guess what? You guys don't. Why? Because it didn't happen. We will never know why, because Dembélé missed that goal. Things would have been different. Would have we had lost? Maybe. We don't know because it didn't happen. Dembélé, this spot right here was reserved just for you, pal. We got Pedri, Gavi, Rafinha, and Yamal next. Let's go for Pedri. 20 goals and 13 assists for this guy. I won't mention how many games. As a midfielder, those are some good numbers. He would have many more assists if our players just knew how to finish the damn ball. But that's okay. Unfortunately, he became injury prone after Koeman abused him and played him for about what, like 70 plus games a season alongside Spain, the national team. Obviously, as a footballer, it's your job to be available for your team. But when you're so young as a coach, you need to know when to call it. I mean, if you take a look at his injuries, it's not looking good. But injuries aside, he's a very talented and special player. I don't really understand the hate that he gets. He adapted to Barcelona's game very quickly, especially coming after Xavi and, you know, the Iniesta era and the Busquets era. It was always going to be difficult, but he took that role. In my opinion, one of our more important players after the MSN era. Right now, his market value goes up to about 100 million euros. Rafinha, brother, gets hated on for no reason. And it's from a lot of our fans, actually. Not outside our club, no, inside our club. There's a lot of people that doubt him. What did he do for you guys not to trust him? He's done everything but that. He's got 87 games, 20 goals, and 25 assists. The thing about Rafinha is that not only he will play whatever role he is given, left wing, right wing. Not many teams can say they have somebody like that, but he plays for the badge. He cares about the jersey that he puts on. He cares about this club, and the fact that people want him out makes no sense to me. If we lose, great. I mean, not great, but if we lose, whatever. But I want to see our team die for that last ball. Rafinha is one of those players that is untouchable in today's Barcelona team. He deserves to be at the top of top, and you cannot argue with me with that. Now, we got our last two. Gavi. What can't I say about this kid? The passion that he plays with, you don't find that too often anymore in today's game. He will have your back no matter what. It don't matter if you're twice his size, he will fight you. He might lose. Hey, at least he's trying. He will literally put his life on the line and fight for that ball. He is so important to this squad that when last season he got his injury with Spain, the ACL injury, right there and then, our season, Barcelona season, was over. Another La Masia player, another youngster. Yes, he is already a club legend. You know, he might not score you goals, he might not assist you, but his performances on that pitch, just take a look at him and what he does. You won't find that elsewhere. Watch this season. Please stay healthy. Please. Whatever has to be done, just please stay healthy. Coming back from an ACL injury, and especially playing at the intensity that he does, it's going to be very difficult. It's kind of impossible, but I'm sure Gavi can do it. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the future of not only Barcelona, but the future of football. Call me a Glazer, whatever it is that you want to call me. He was baptized by Messi, and that's all I got to say. We let him do the talking. He will walk the walk. Lamine Yamal. As long as he stays healthy and we don't have another Ansu Fati on our hands, call me crazy, but what this guy brings to the table is like no other. You know what? I change it. Just because these two, Pedri and Gavi, they've been here a little bit longer. They've gone through some difficult times. They deserve to be higher up than Lamine Yamal. Give it next season, and then we're here. But for now, Xavi taking him out against PSG when Araujo got his red card is the reason why we lost. Araujo, I almost forgot. You know what? No. I'm just playing. This guy is special. He is talented. He is young. Can you remind me how old he is again, guys? It's not like, you know, people spam it on Twitter. Let me see. I'm just going to go ahead and give it one last glance. Lenglet's definitely gets pushed up. Right, GOAT. Come up here, buddy. Alonso is one of the biggest wives that we've ever done, but it does not beat Roque. These two, I forgot about these two. It's because of the money that we spent on them is insane. I'll leave him there. You know what? I'll move Joao Cancelo. Yeah, let's go ahead and move these guys forward. And just because there's a lot of potential in the future for us with these three. Yeah, that seems about right. Let me know what you guys think of this tier list. Again, mind you, it is kind of hard to rank a lone player or a player that we permanently signed, or someone like Yamal who's had like one season with us, and someone like Griezmann who's had what, like 4 or 5 seasons. It's tough, but just make it make sense in your brain for a second. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, subscribe, unsubscribe, dislike. Where do you think Barcelona head from here? Does this season coming up look good? Are we getting Nico Williams at the time that I'm currently recording this? We don't know. Nobody knows. Listen, as a club, we have to put pressure. Where is my club? I don't recognize my club anymore. If you don't want to be in this team, say it. The train ain't coming next year. Simple as that. It's now or never. Boom. Take care of yourselves. Peace of love. Be easy. I'm out.